Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll return now to our program. We're going to have our last two honorees who have been waiting a long time, and they're very deserving. The person we'll be introducing our next honoree, many of you, most of you know, I think, he's a senior research fellow at ATFP. He'll be giving the award for excellence in fine arts. Please join me in welcoming Hussein Ibish, everyone. Hussein Ibish.
Thanks very much, Dean. So I get to follow Salam Fayyad. That's quite a tough one, but it does give me enormous pleasure to introduce a personal friend of mine and a friend of ATFP, Mr. Nawaf Soliman, for a well-deserved recognition of excellence in the fine arts. Nawaf is first and foremost a rising calligrapher of enormous distinction and is increasingly gaining recognition for his outstanding contribution to this core element of Arab culture. My late father was a political scientist, but his avocation was Arabic calligraphy. So I was raised with a powerful appreciation of this magnificent art form. And like other outstanding talents of his generation, Nawaf is building on the legacy of hundreds of years, but creating innovative and stunning new designs, some of which you saw on display in our lobby, and also in our PowerPoint presentation during dinner. And I'm sure you'll agree with me that his work is simply breathtaking. Nawaf and his multicultural and multilingual-oriented company, ObjectDC, which specializes in emerging markets, have also developed a deservingly sterling reputation for graphic design and marketing. Their clients include Renault France, DirecTV, Qatar Airways, British Midland International, Americatel, and Dish Network, and they've won many awards, including from Letterset of London, a first prize for bilingual identity from Waudetan Waters in Kuwait in 1984, and most recently, this year in 2011, a first place prize from Washington Book Publishers for a book called Introduction to Arabic Letters and Sound, 3rd edition, published by Georgetown University. And of course, Nawaf and ObjectDC have designed the beautiful program books that you have in front of you and other materials for every ATFP gala, and absolutely stunning designs for 2 ATFP books as well. So we're not only friends and admirers, we're also satisfied customers. Nawaf has made a name for himself in the worlds of marketing, graphic design, and above all, calligraphy, but I can assure you, you'll be hearing a lot more about him in the future. It gives me enormous pleasure to welcome my friend and a brilliant artist, Nawaf Soliman. Thank you.
Thank you, Hussein. First, I wanted to thank the ATFP team for their outstanding efforts to highlight the cause and contribution of Palestinians at large. Also, I'd like to congratulate my fellow awardees, Maha Frege, Hanan Menayer for her great book, and Maysoon Zayed. Just briefly, because I'm not used to talk in public like that and to give brief about myself and about my life, but I have to. I was born in Palestine and lived there for 7 years, enough to feel, as Edward Said once said, out of place. In 1990, I came with my wife to Washington, D.C. from Kuwait. We've lived here since then and now have 3 kids. But in keeping with our Palestinian tradition, there should be more than that, I believe. I began my fascination with letters and calligraphy when I was about 10 years old in Kuwait. It started with Arabic calligraphy, and as I grew older and had the opportunity to travel around the world, I was equally enchanted by other script. I realized that language is the first form of art invented. When I saw how a Chinese man would hold his brush and elegantly write strokes up and down. When I saw the Farsi Arabic script, which was formed from a shape of a goose, wazzi. Or when the Ottomans created the Diwani script, I was amazed. It led me to understand the way these cultures are interconnected and how they have all influenced each other based on language and how it's written. Being a visual person, Arabic calligraphy gave me a way to express myself and my ideas creatively. How did that happen? I'm not sure, but my feeling is that when you are exposed to certain situation, dramatic in the case of Palestinians in general, it fuels an urge to say something, to be vocal about your feelings. But art often is political. There are many things that you can't easily express. I had to find a way to communicate these thoughts. I was deeply moved by phrases in Arabic from great writers like Al-Mutanabbi, Al-Sayyab, Darwish, and wanted to spread their message. In this day and age, it can be difficult to survive, let alone provide for a family. So I channeled some of my creative energies to commercial art. And working with many languages in the marketing industry for the last 20 years, I've had to run an advertising agency that focuses on reaching ethnic communities, Arabic, Chinese, Russian, South Asian, etc., in multiple languages. It's a constant balancing act to give time to my passion and my work. I had two mentors, Mustafa bin Nakhi in Kuwait and locally Muhammad Zakaria, who have helped me to continue to perfect this beautiful art of language. I'd like to thank both of them. Truly, I do appreciate this honor, and thank you very much for the ATFP, for the team, for Hussein. I wanted to thank a few people like Alisa, Inas, to put all this presentation together, and thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Please, another round of applause.